The remote village of Qadian in India hosted its first Jalsa Salana in 1891 with a total attendance of 70. These guests were accommodated within the household of the promised Messiah والسلام, and catered by Hazrat Amma Jan radhiyallahu ta'ala anha. The stew and roti bread were all prepared and cooked by Hazrat Amma Jan. But since this humble beginning, we have seen that the kitchen of the promised Messiah, as prophesied, has expanded immensely. To cater for the thousands of guests, innovative resources have been used, one being a roti producing plant. This is the second year in which the UK Jamaat has been using the new roti plant, which was installed within Hadithul Mehdi, on the same pattern as the roti plants in Qadian and Rabwa. A barn was converted into a bakery within 10 weeks by a team of engineers and electricians, all being volunteers. The designing of the lights, extraction fans, windows were all designed by the engineers, in appliance with the regulation of the authorities. The first stage to making the roti is the mixing of the dough. 64 kilograms flour, 33 liters of water, yeast, oil, sugar and salt are mixed together and kneaded by a machine. This year the UK Jamaat has improved its facilities by bringing in 2 large mixers as opposed to 1 small mixer and 1 large mixer which was used in the past year. After it is mixed, the dough stands for precisely 3 hours in their trays so that it has enough time to rise. This is a fixed cycle. The second step is the making of dough balls. Dough is loaded into the divider hopper. The rotating screws push it forward. There are 3 outlets from which the balls come out. The cutting blades chop the extruding dough into balls of desired weight. The weight is set by sensors. First, the balls are pressed under the first pressing area where they take the shape of oval roti. This oval roti is then pushed under a second pressing area where this oval roti is pressed in the other direction where it becomes round. This unbaked round roti now travels forward through conveyors towards the oven. The oven has a temperature of around 500 degrees. The roti moves onto a conveyor belt where the bottom of the roti is baked, and simultaneously, because of high temperature on the top, the surface is also baked. It takes around 7 to 9 seconds time in the oven. A fully blown up roti is a sign of exceptional quality. The roti is actually still cooking when it goes onto the conveyor belt, as the steam in the roti cooks the inside of the roti as well. The roti then becomes slightly cooler before they are packed. Last year, the rotis were wrapped in paper, but to ensure a longer life of the rotis, they are now packed in plastic airtight bags. The maximum speed of production can be around 10,000 rotis in 1 hour. During the 3 days of Jalsa, some 150,000 rotis are going to be produced each day by volunteers who work in 2 shifts a day, round the clock, to ensure that the thousands of guests of the promised Messiah are provided with enough rotis.
I started working here in the plant about 2 months ago. I came here for Bakari Amal and Nazim plant. Agha Sabi asked me to join his team since I'm becoming a mechanical engineer. So my basic role at the plant is to basically look after the whole plant when it's running, and especially when rotis are going into the oven, and we're going to run another round, produce more rotis. We're just waiting for the dough to proof. We wait for 3 hours, till the dough gets ready to, so then we start making rotis. And it's actually about time that we start making rotis now.
जलसा हमारा ये दिन बरकतों के खुदा की इनायत और शफ़क़तों के ये जलसा हमारा ये दिन बरकतों के खुदा की इनायत और शफ़क़तों के ये जलसा हमारा